And I don't really got a lot to say about this fight. Drew Dober versus Ricky Glenn. I feel like this is definitely a get right fight for Drew Dober. Ricky Glenn, he's a tough guy that he's had some great performances. Obviously, he went to a draw with Grant Dawson, beat the crap out of him in the third round, and made him make the decision to go to American Top Team. So Ricky Glenn may be the reason that Grant Dawson is in the main event right now on this card, but I feel like injuries, layoffs, a lot of that stuff has really hindered his career. I mean, his last fight he went in there against Christos Yagos and looked horrible. I mean, he got knocked out in the first round against a guy that is an older vet that's not known for finishing people. I guess Yagos does have some power in the first round, but regardless of that, it just wasn't a good look to go out there and get finished by a guy like Yagos early in a fight, especially when historically Ricky Glenn has been known for being the type of guy that could take a licking and keep on ticking and fight hard and be a real tough, gritty guy. Um, with Drew Dober, obviously Dober got knocked out for the first time in a long time, first time in his UFC career in his last fight, and it was a bad knockout. I mean, it wasn't like just a TKO. He got finished against Fervola pretty brutally, and I think the UFC likes Drew Dober. They know he brings the violence. They know he has a fan friendly style and a lot of support. So I think they want him to get in here and get the job done and get the victory. So they're giving him a guy in Ricky Glenn that just got knocked out in the first round by a powerful southpaw. And now they're giving him another southpaw striker that's going to go out there and probably get a first round knockout. So I think Drew Dober is probably going to get the knockout in the first round. I just don't see Ricky Glenn having the capabilities to handle Dober. I mean, maybe he could land one of those slick knees or counter strikes and land it on Dober's chin, who's a hittable guy, and maybe Dober in this fight we're gonna see, okay, that last fight took his chin away and he's gonna get knocked out early by Ricky Glenn, but I don't necessarily think that's gonna happen. I don't think Glenn has the wrestling or the grappling to threaten Drew Dober. I know that his wrestling is decent, but I think Dober has progressed at this stage of his career to be able to avoid all that from Ricky Glenn, and I just don't trust Ricky Glenn to avoid that power shot. I feel like if he gets clipped, he's going to go down. If he did against Yagos, he will against Dober. So I'm going to say Dober gets the first round knockout.